Okay, look, point is, everyone knows how Printf plays. There's not a single person in Grandmaster who has not either fought against Printf or doesn't know how he plays. That being said, is that enough? As we watched with Game Time, the answer was yes. In Game 1, he shut it down. Game 2s and 3, didn't go so good for him. MCanning, he already knows his pylons here. He's already let the probe in his base, and he knows, like, I guarantee you, without batting an eyelash, he knows there's a forge coming down behind this. So what's the game plan? How do you deal with it? Oh my god, the blitz behind the mineral line. He didn't even see it coming! And there's enough space back here that he can build the cannon and the gateway to lock this in. So even if one of these pylons dies, as long as any one of the 4 pylons completes, he can build his master plan. Do you guys see the Lego movie? It's basically, he's the master builder is what he is. And well, 4 pylons do complete, and that's 400 minerals out of the way, and that feels really bad, man. He's got a cannon in the mineral line. It doesn't get better than this in terms of setting this up. And oh, the quick reactions! In StarCraft 2, you have like a millisecond to build that before your opponent moves in and body blocks it with their units. The Zealot comes in. This probe is not going to be able to pull off that same move twice, but the cannon does complete. And it's already hammering away at the Zealot. MCanning has no mining going on while this happens. So even if, oh god, a gateway in the mineral line, even if he deals with this cannon, it's cost him so much to do so. It's that Thanos meme. You're like, at what cost? This is so ridiculous. He's blocked in this cannon as much as he can. The second cannon may complete, but one thing's for damn sure, MCanning has lost all mining while this goes on. So the funny thing is, even with all of this investment through buildings and bases and minerals and pylons, I think Printf still has better income because he's caused so much lost mining. Cancel the cannon, cancel the gateway. Minimize the losses here to 3. No, he might even let the gateway complete and just build Zealots out of it. In the mineral line, because there's no gases, there's no cybercore, there's no stalkers to deal with. Oh my god. He just needs to chrono this gateway and build like 1 or 2 Zealots. Hell, he may even be able to take it further because he'll get the cybercore before MCanning will. He builds another pylon to give his Zealot surface area so that he could 1v1 this Zealot, but he's not going to be able to 1v1. It's 2v1. But oh my god, he's running around. If he does take this fight, he wins. It's got the higher health Zealot. He just has to not engage with that second Zealot until his other one is in play. Oh, what is going on? The other Zealot, which is weakened, by the way, is the one that goes to try and kill the pylon. But it's not just one pylon he needs to kill. It's 3. He kills the Zealot in the mineral line. Probes go for the full surround. They've got the damage. This Zealot's going to take 2 or 3 of them with him, though. Looks like it's only 2. Oh, no. Oh, he's not going to micro it. Only 1 probe dies for this. He cleans up both the Zealots. MCanning. Oh, he holds for now. But I still don't know. This is enough. There's an adept. Oh, no way. Look at the surface area. There's no way to get to this adept. He's got a stalker on the way. I take it back. He does have a way to deal with the adept. Oh, my God. I'm so tunnel vision on how insane this is. How much mining has been denied and lost, and the probes pulled are not mining. They're losing their lives here. MCanning on 16 probes. So Printf is on 22. And it's forcibly 1 base versus 1 base. Oh, my God. This is insane. The most mangled cannon rush I've ever seen in my life, and he still comes out ahead. But, oh, there's a proxy pylon, a counter proxy pylon on the other side of the map. I'm unsure if he'll get the opportunity to use this. His mineral count was so low that his production count will consequently be low. He tries to force field the ramp, and he does have shield battery on his side, but even with the Immortal hammering away, Printf just picks up these stalkers. They lose shields. Nothing too devastating. Oh, I like this. The block on the Adepts is key. Last thing he wants to do is split his troops between defending the ramp and forcibly defending the mineral lines. But as the Adepts come in, they focus down the sentries, and they do try to take them out. With no shield batteries really available, he can't keep these alive for much longer. At the same time, though, the Adepts end up pulling back, and Printf is going to start reinforcing. He's got 7 stalkers to 2, 3 Adepts to 1. This is incredible. In every way imaginable, this shouldn't... For those who don't know how this works, I'll explain this in a second. Every way imaginable, MCanning should be losing these fights. But there's only 2 things in this game that can block an Adept Shade. It's not a force field. It's either building a building or another Adept Shade. And that was a really good use of the Adept Shade from MCanning to block those out of the base. But even then, I don't know if this was enough. The Zealots are doing a great job. Micro now, and the Warp Prism comes into play. It's 4 Stalkers to 1. 1 Immortal to 2. I think MCanning's going to hold. In fact, he's feeling so bold that he pushes down the bottom of the ramp. He's going to catch a lot of these units before the new Warprints come in. Those Adepts, though, will not be easily killed by the Immortals. 1 Immortal to 1 now at this point. These Adepts could also shade past at some point, just go straight for the mineral line and go for the throat, but he's taking the fight to the best of his abilities. 1 Stalker, 1 Immortal, 2 Sentries, and Adept. It's a dream at this point, but he's holding on to it, and so is the base. These shield batteries have not regenerated much, if hardly any energy while this went on, by the way. Completely out of juice, topping up these shields the best they can. Oh my god, I forgot he had to remake his Cyber Core. Oh, that got picked off. The Adepts come in for the mineral lines. They don't get that angle, so they cancel the transfer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Back on the other side of the map, rather than take a natural base, he's long-distance mining with his excess probes, because there's really no point leaving them on the same mineral patches. He's oversaturated. This is peak Starcraft 2. You might not think that this is whatever the I can't remember to quote the meme off heart, but Jesus Christ, PvP can be all over the place, and this is one of the best ones I've seen like ever. I think there's a lot of good ones for sure, but this is definitely top 3 for me all time. And believe it or not, it didn't have any Koreans in it whatsoever. Now, there was an Adept warped in on the other side of the map, and right now, there's not really any defenses, but Printf does have a Disruptor on the way. I think this Adept, though, can camp out the probes, and Printf, take a screenshot, guys. This is one of the few times in StarCraft 2 you'll ever see this man take a second base. What's even sicker than this, by the way, is I think he's only taking it because this is mined out. I don't think he would normally take this otherwise. But going back to what I was saying before, he's a player everyone knows well. His style is well known. But more importantly than that, again, he's got pages on pages of these documents he's hosted where he just writes down every build order against every player that works and what didn't work. And the next time he fights them, he tries something different. If that didn't work, it's like a constantly evolving tree of strategy. And he just adds to it and adds to it and adds to it. This is a clever way to take a natural. This is a really clever way to take a natural. I don't think Printf is going to see this, but at the same time, it's so far behind. You know what's so funny is that he's going to, at some point, expand to his natural as his third. I just... Printf is taking a third base. This is... We are in the worst timeline. We are living in the darkest timeline where Printf is the one taking the third base right now. I didn't even catch... I don't know who mined out that mineral patch in the middle. I'm assuming it's Printf. It's a faster way in, but it's a faster way to die if he's not careful. Oh, the Disruptors in the Warp Prism go down! This other Disruptor shot blows away a lot of the Stalkers because they're on cooldown from the previous fight. And this, I gotta tell you guys, I don't know if we're in unknown territory for Printf. I gotta imagine he's looking at his Google documents right now, and they're blank. Nobody knows what's going on. He's never been this deep into the unknown before. This is gonna draw the attention, though, of his everything. Oh, this is clever. He's got DT following it up, too, anyways. But the idea is that Printf will respond to this with everything he has, which, by the way, spoiler alert, isn't much after the Disruptor shots in the middle of the map. And then he goes in with the Warp Prism. There's a cannon up, however, but he can kill that cannon. No problemo. It's DTs after all. They hit like a truck. So one DT goes to the main, one DT stays to the natural. Printf's been denied mining in several locations, and this is good payback. I can't believe that this was a recovered game from MCanning. If we're being honest, it looked so brutal in the early game. I didn't think we would get to where we are. And let's not forget about that army. While this has gone on, and there is a possibility, a not great one, but there is a possibility of 2 Disruptors getting their shots off on MCanning's army. It's unlikely he'll be able to outdo the 6 shots coming out of MCanning. Not just because it's a numbers game, but it's just MCanning. He's really good with Disruptors. Whether it's memes or not, it's been part of MCanning since I've ever first heard of MCanning. He's really looking for these DTs. Okay. Printf will just bring them back to him. So that works. Blink's on cooldown though, so the Disruptor shot goes in! Oh no! Huge army leaves, lost Disruptors blown up! Oh my god! And he goes for the last Disruptor. He does get it, he gets the cancel on MCanning's army. Cancel, we're that cancel culture now! But it's not about Rifkin and Fear Dragon, it's about Printf and MCanning! And with MCanning having lost so much, you would otherwise think he's out of the game, but don't worry, he's got DTs back at it again. And this Disruptor has some trouble finding it, but does shoot it down. All right, let's take a look at this recovered unit count. 9 Stalkers to 8, 3 Disruptors to 1, but 3 Void Rays in the sky. I want to believe this makes a world of difference, but to be honest, if he can take care of the Disruptors, then he just blinks in and kills the Void Rays. They are not good in this situation. Oh, but that Disruptor shot is all the Stalkers on the ground for Printf removed. Game number 1, 20 minutes deep, but here we go. GG. What perfect timing for that donation music.